I want to show you a little bit about Google Docs and how to make a Google drawing within Docs. So I'm logged in to my Google domain at the school. It says Williams Unified School District. You should also see this banner here with your williamsusd.net account. Click here on the waffle and we're going to go to Docs. So in Google Docs, there are several things that you can do. Of course, you can always create a paper or report or just typing a paragraph. But today we're just going to make a blank document. And you'll see it just says untitled document. I haven't given it a name yet. And I could just start typing. So you'll see that the font settings are right here. And the size. Over here you could add a link, such as a link to a video or another document or a picture. You could even add a picture here, but today I wanted to show you how you could make a drawing. So I'm going to go over to Insert, and we're going to go to Drawing. I'm going to make a new drawing. Now the drawing toolbar has lots of things here that you can do. You can insert lines, different kinds of lines and different kinds of shapes, text box, and different actions. So I want to show you the different kinds of lines that you could draw, a straight line or an arrow or a connector, such as if you were going to do some kind of a flow box to show a cause and effect maybe, or something like that. You could do a curved connector, just a curved line, all kinds of different scribbles. Now I'm only using my touchpad, so I could scribble, but it really would look like scribbling since I'm just using my finger, right? So I just wanted to show you I could do a straight line, and that would help my finger to stay in a straight line. So I can make it go in different directions, but it's straight. So when I only have my finger to use on the touchpad, that's one way to make it look like I am able to draw a straight line. Those of you who don't know, I can't make a straight line at all, ever. So you can see this line is here, and then I can tell it to have different weights for the line. Right now it's at 1px. I can turn it all the way up to that to make it much thicker if I wanted to make something different for my drawing. I could also make it a dashed line. I could change the line color. So now it just has green dots. I could also create a shape here, different kinds of shapes and arrows, and even call outs that look kind of like speech bubbles. If I was going to try to animate like a story or something, I could do like thinking bubbles here. Notice that it auto-filled with a color. You could make it transparent so there is nothing in the background. You could also add a text box inside of your speech bubble to show what they're thinking. And of course, resizing it to make it fit. I could also draw a rectangle over top of the dots that I already made. So again, you'll watch it fill so that you can't see the dots behind it. I could turn it to transparent, and now you can see the dots behind it. So when I click Save and Close, you will see that all of this is now in my Google document. So everything I drew, everything I created is right there. If I wanted to ask students a question, or if you wanted to ask somebody else a question, you could ask them how many squares are on the whole page, Or you could say how many squares are inside the square, how many squares are not inside the square, different things like that. You could even do something about equal groups. Are they equal groups? Could you split them and make equal groups? So different kinds of questions that you could do. I also wanted to show you that you could do your Google drawing here, but you could also, you saw the equation piece that was on drawings, but you could also do the equation right here, right from this menu here. So when I click on equation, you see these little equations right here. So if you were trying to draw something on your math paper and you don't have the right characters to make like a division symbol or something like that, they are all right here. So I'm just showing you. So which the little triangle right there, I just wanted to show you for a second what's in there so you can look at them. You can see the fraction right there. And then of course more arrows. So if I was trying to draw a fraction, I could do insert, equation, go to this one, choose the fraction, enter, there's the denominator. So I could choose the numerator and the denominator by choosing this one here. So I'll show you that again. So let's say I needed to enter a fraction right here. Maybe I needed to enter 2/4. So I'm going to go into insert, equation. I wanted to do this one. I want to do the one that says a over b, 2, enter 4. So now I have a fraction written in the way that you're probably used to, 2/4. Over here I wrote 1/2 using that equation editor. Hope that is helpful, students, for you to be able to draw your own drawings in Google Drawings, but also enter some of your equations in math.